It's got a big game coming up this weekend. How are you guys approaching this?
How are we approaching it? It's a big game. We're playing in the Big Ten championship. This is what we wanted before the year. We know we're playing a great opponent. It's going to be the best team we played all year. We expect that. We know that, and we know we're going to have to be extra detailed, extra focused, be locked in mentally and physically this week, and do our best to get the win on Saturday.
What have you told guys that were not out there in 21 about what to expect about the stage, the spectacle, everything in Indy?
We haven't really talked about it yet, to be honest. Yeah.
You guys don't mind being the underdogs. Why is that, and why does this team kind of thrive in that moment of being underdogs?
I don't know. I feel like everyone loves to hate Iowa. We're always underdog, but I don't know. We like it that way. We know it's going to be a dogfight. We want to make it a dogfight. Yeah, pretty much it.
You guys have played in a lot of close games this year.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this team so comfortable in close games and when it comes down to 3-7 points?
Yeah, that's something we talk about all the time, taking teams to deep water. We know we train harder, practice harder than most teams out there, and know if we can make it a dogfight, then we're putting the game in our favor. You know what I'm saying? So when games get close like that, we're comfortable there. We like being there, and we know that if we take it to the end, we have a chance to win.
Joe talked about that 21 game, and he shared with players who weren't there for that game what it felt like, just with the result and everything. Are you guys, I guess, using that as just a point of emphasis this week of we don't want to feel that way again after that game?
No, I don't think so really. It's a really different team 2 years ago than it is now. I think me, Jamar, and Joe Edmonds might be the only guys who really played in that game 2 years ago that are playing this year now. So whole new team, whole new guys on both sides. Yeah.
What did Cade and Eric say about this game this week? You talked to them about it?
To be honest, not really. We haven't talked about it. I don't know. I definitely feel for them because this would definitely be a real cool moment if they got to play in this game. It'd be playing against their old school little revenge game, which would have been cool, but next year.
You mentioned approaching this game in reference to, I guess it's been asked about looking at it from that previous team 2 years ago. You guys haven't talked about it really, but how about you, individually? Are you thinking about that at all right now?
Am I thinking about the game from 2 years ago?
2 years ago, yeah, as motivation or anything like that?
Not really. I played Michigan. I think this will be my fourth time playing Michigan, and every time playing them, they have a really good team. And when you play a team like that, if you're not locked in, the outcome could end up like it was 2 years ago. So just how much more could I do this year than I did last year? Not in the game, but mentally preparing before the game as well, I guess is one way to look at it.
Do you feel like this is Iowa against the world kind of thing this weekend?
Probably a little bit. I feel like no one gives us a chance in this game, but that's how we like it here. Just got to do our thing and try our best,
With everything that's happened this year, with all the injuries and everything, are you surprised at all at kind of how this team has held it together and you're in the championship game with everything that's been going on?
I wouldn't say surprised. This is what KF does, I think the way he has all of us loving one another and not worrying about what everyone else on the outside says about us reflects our schedule and reflects us being in the Big Ten championship this week.
Nico, if Iowa wins this game, hypothetically, what happened? How'd you guys get it done, 5 days from now or whatever?
Like you said, what will happen or what will we do to get the win?
If Iowa wins the game, what do you think happened? What do you think went right for you guys? What is it going to take to get the win, rather?
Just clean, fundamental football. We know that if we're going to beat this team, we're going to have to really have no mistakes. Can't go out. We're playing in the Big Ten championship game, right? We're playing against the best team we're going to play all year. We got to play our best football. We got to play clean, fundamental football, make the plays when we have the opportunity, and like you guys said before, make it a dogfight and make it a close game to the end, and take our chances with that at the end of the game.
You know, Nico, there are a lot of times where the underdogs are like the Cinderella stories that everybody loves and they're rooting for.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't seem to be the case with Iowa. Everybody seems to have negative opinions of Iowa for some strange reason. Is it something you notice, or is it something that, and how do you feel about that? Is that almost like, okay, an extra chip on our shoulder?
I don't think anyone really cares about it or it affects anyone. I just think our style of football isn't as appeasing to the eye as fans are appealing. Appealing? All right. Appealing to the eye as fans want it to be, you know? So that's why they don't like us. I don't know. Who really cares? So.
What was Kirk's message on Monday?
The same stuff, really. Like I just said, clean, fundamental football. If we're going to beat the best team we play all year, we got to play our best.
Are you confident that that could be the case?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm confident in this team every week. I mean, if you believe in yourself and you're surrounded by a bunch of guys that believe in themselves, it's empowering, you know? And I think we all believe in ourselves, and I'm ready for the challenge. We are ready for the challenge.
That all ties into the LEOFI acronym that I've been seeing around. Where was the genesis of that? I mean, it sounds like that's the message from KF, but to come up with that acronym, where was that first found?
I don't really know where it first came from. In the building somewhere.
Leo?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's from Indiana.
Indiana?
Yeah.
Well, there's a back half to it that's different.
Tom Allen. They love each other.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
When did that become like the battle cry?
I don't know. I think that's something we want to keep between ourselves, you know?
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Of course.
What stands out about Michigan's defense? I mean, it just seems like they're athletic every position. Like, what are you kind of seeing on film from them?
Yeah, they're loaded everywhere. You put on the film, you'll see how good they are. They're just as good as the country thinks they are, but we're excited for the challenge. So they'll be the best DBs we play all year, the best linebackers, and the best D-line. So we're ready for the challenge.
How helpful is it that you've been there before 2 years ago?
I mean, I guess it's helpful. I know it's kind of going to be like a circus for everybody else. Like for everyone else, it's entertainment, right? But for us, we're going there on a business trip, trying to get the win, and that's how you got to look at it.
You talked about Kirk and just kind of the way that he has made you guys just focus on the relationships with one another and kind of blocking out the outside noise. I guess, how has Kirk instilled that culture and just kind of that foundation with this team specifically?
I don't know about this team specifically, but since I've been here, it's always been like that, you know. The outside noise is going to be the outside noise, but the opinions of everyone in this building is what really matters. So I don't know. He just creates a brotherhood within the team that is inexplainable. You feel that in high school because that's what high school football really is, but I would expect that this feeling isn't at every other school in the country. You know, it's like a real family here, which is awesome.
Has it been easier as you've gotten older to kind of focus on the just people inside the building and block out the outside noise, or is that just kind of the way that people who come to Iowa, they're just kind of wired that way, and that's the type of people that, you know, Kirk and the coaches recruit? Yeah,
no, I think it's definitely something you learn over time. You know, when you're a younger guy, you care so much about what people say on the outside. You know, you'll find yourself I know it's bad, but searching your name on Twitter and seeing all the hate messages and stuff on there, and that kind of engulfs you as a younger guy. But as you get older, you learn that stuff really doesn't matter, and it's a bunch of guys drinking beer on their couch, talking about a 18-year-old kid playing football. So,
how much can Cade help you this week, knowing that he's been over on that side? Is there anything he can help you with? Do you ask him anything?
Maybe for the defensive guys because he played on offense, but
yeah.
For me, no, not really because I play wide receiver. You know, yeah, I've played Michigan. This is going to be my fourth time. I know what to expect. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's going to be the best team we play all year, the best DBs we play all year. So that's what you got to expect going into it, and you know you got to be in your right game going into the game.
Were you